What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of my full week of training vlog. So this is my Thursday and Friday workout from the same week as part 1. So I'm starting this day off with overhead press. This is more of a shoulder focused upper body day since I did a lot of chest work on Monday's workout. So I'm starting off here with a heavy set of overhead press. This is only 100 pounds. I'm not a strong overhead presser, or a bench presser for that matter. I don't have a lot of pressing strength compared to like my squat and deadlift strength. But anyway, so I start off here with my first heavy set of overhead press. I only do 3 sets of these. I do 4 sets of bench. I do like 1 heavy top set of bench and then my 3 working sets after that. I only do 3 sets of overhead press. Again, just like upper body day on Monday, I'm supersetting this with another pull exercise. So normally on my overhead press day, I'll do lat pull downs instead just to get a little bit more variation. And I like lat pull downs. I like the way they feel. Gym was crowded, every single lat pull down machine was taken. So I just decided I was going to do some pull-ups, but I'm going to do a different variation because the thing about my workouts is like I have 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days. I don't repeat any of the exercises from the previous days. So every exercise you see in this video is going to be different from the ones in part 1. So I decided to go with weighted neutral grip pull-ups just to get a little bit more variation. I was going to do a neutral grip lat pull down. These were feeling really good this day. I had about, I think that's just 25 pounds, but yeah, I was getting like really high up there. Everything just felt smooth. I was kind of slowing down the eccentric. I don't slow it down just for like the sake of having a slow eccentric, but I like to control myself on the way down. These felt really good. I had a crazy lat pump going doing these, so I had a lot of fun here. Again, this is looking really similar to the upper body day from Monday's workout. I don't think I went for any more reps here. No, I didn't. Yeah. So the guy you see here in the videos with me, that's my friend Bailey. He's officially a character in the Athletic Body Systems cinematic universe now. So yeah, if you see him in the videos, he's a pretty cool dude. Anyway, I did 3 supersets, same deal as last time, and then I moved on to my second superset. Again, another push and another pull. So here I'm doing seated Arnold presses. I love the Arnold press. I used to just do standard seated dumbbell overhead press. I feel like with these I can get a little bit more depth with the dumbbells. I can bring it down, get my hands kind of in front of me, and I feel like I bring the dumbbells a little bit lower. There's nothing wrong with that. I think this is a great, honestly really underrated exercise. Give it a try if you haven't before because it feels really good. I mean, it's still getting in another overhead press variation. I'm hammering the shoulders pretty hard because I've got 2 vertical pressing exercises thrown in here already. You can see me really pushing on that last rep. And again, same deal as before. I'm doing another pulling exercise, supersetted with pushing exercise. Here I'm doing some chest supported dumbbell rows. I really like these. So this gym I go to, the gym I used to go to had a chest supported T-bar row machine. I don't know if you guys have seen those before, but like you lay on it like you do with this, but it's got like the T-bar row, like the T-bar handle, so you can kind of grab onto it and you pull the weights and you just slide the plates on the front. I wish this gym had one of those, but these are a really good exercise. I like doing these. I feel pretty strong with these. My main focus here is to try to get my elbows and my shoulders back so I can get my scapula retracted on every single rep. They have a machine that I can use. The person across from me is actually using it. It's like where you sit upright with your chest supported on the pad and then you pull the weights towards you. That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the machine row. I don't know. I like the way that free weights feel, and I really like doing these. I don't really like that machine row as much. But yeah, chest-supported T-bar rows are awesome. I wish that I had access to those. And then that's how I slide off the bench. I know it's goofy, and it's just fun. I don't know. Anyway, here I am doing some tricep pushdowns. I did something a little different with today's workout. So normally, I get my pushes and my pulls done, and then I do like 1 bicep tricep superset. Today I was feeling really good, so I went ahead, I did 2 bicep and 2 tricep exercises after all my overhead pressing and back work. So here I am doing just classic tricep pushdowns. These are a great exercise. Trying to really focus on straightening the arm. Yeah, again, this is nothing super fancy. You can see my tripod there in the mirror. I'm one of those people who brings a tripod to the gym. It is what it is. This gym is surprisingly crowded for it being like 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so again, superset this. I like to superset everything antagonist muscle groups. That way, like while my triceps are resting right now, I can come in and I can hit some cable curls. These are pretty fun. I've started doing these. I like them. I try to keep them pretty strict. I actually go decently heavy on this. I don't know what's considered decently heavy on these. This is like, last time I did these I did 100 pounds. I don't think that's what that is in this video, but yeah, again, this is nothing super fancy. It's just me hitting arms pretty hard. I've still got some more arm work to do after this clip of me doing the cable curls. Normally this would be all the arm work there is, and I would just finish up with lateral raises. But no, I really felt like I was full of energy. I felt great, and so I just decided I really wanted to hammer my arms a little bit more, because my arms are pretty stubborn. I've got some pretty skinny arms, so I was like, well, let me just hammer them a little bit harder, because why not, right? So anyway, the additional arm work this time included some dumbbell incline curls. I really like these. Again, like I said in part 1, I think it was part 1, I said that I love doing lower reps on curls. I only did like 6 reps here, but I don't know what it is about low rep curls that just feel better for me. But yeah, generally, like isolation exercises, I tell people to stick with like a little bit higher rep range, like at least 8, maybe go up to like 15. Just so you can kind of control the weight and feel it a little bit better. But for me, I feel like I'm still, obviously I'm cheating a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't really care all that much because I've already hit my arms pretty hard, and honestly, I'm just coming in here trying to really wreck my arms. That last rep felt great. You can see me sticking my tongue out, making my workout faces here. And then I did higher reps with this. I think I got like 15 or 16 reps here. But I'm doing some dumbbell lying tricep extensions. I really like doing these with the dumbbells. I've done it before with an easy bar. Not a fan of skull crushers. They've always kind of hurt my elbows. There's nothing wrong with them, but yeah, I just really like these. I try to keep my elbows up here, bring them down just a little bit, and then focus on straightening my arm. Kind of an awkward position to lay in because I'm laying with my head and a little bit of my upper back off of the bench. This bench doesn't have any kind of like feet rests or anything. Some of them have like little feet rests that you can put your feet on when you're pressing. Normally I would hook my feet under those so I don't slide. So kind of feels like I'm going to fall off a little bit, but I don't. It's fine. But yeah, I really like these. I really feel it in my triceps pretty good. This was my first set. I did 25, and then I got like 15 or something reps, and then I decided, well, I'm going to go to the 30s, and 30s felt too heavy, so I just dropped back down to the 25s. And that's why I kind of recommend isolations to go a little bit higher reps so you don't go too heavy and kind of lose control. But to each their own. And then I finished off my upper body day for this day. Like I said before, I did some lateral raises. Again, lateral raises are another exercise where it's like you want to go kind of higher reps. Everybody should use pretty light weight just to make sure that you're not cheating too much, because a lot of people cheat on lateral raises. I say that, and here I am using the 25s, which, I mean, this feels fine for me. There's nothing wrong with this form. I don't think I'm really doing anything wrong when I look at it. Last time I did lateral raises, after this video was made, I went with a little bit lighter weight and tried to get my arms up higher. Didn't really seem like it made that much of a difference. So again, it's a lateral raise, just don't overcomplicate it. But usually I did the 20s, and today I wanted to go up to the 25s. You can tell that I'm not getting my arms as high up, but I really just kind of wanted to hammer them. I mean, lateral raises to me are kind of a finisher because I've already done the overhead pressing, but yeah, it is what it is. Just do your lateral raises, guys. Don't overthink it. Now this brings us to Friday, lower body day 2, and this is where I really have the most fun because I love to squat. This is my squat day. This is 280, I believe. That's a 2.5 there on the end. Yeah, I love to squat. If you guys haven't watched my squat tutorial or any of my other videos, please go ahead and do that. They're pretty great. But yeah, I'm a decently good squatter. This is my top set. Like I do with the bench press, I do 1 top set of squats and then 3 working sets. This is 280. Really been trying to clean up my form. My form has never really been bad on squats, but obviously there's nothing wrong with trying to make your form even better than it already is. Really trying to like slow down the eccentric and make sure I'm controlling and not just letting the weight bring me to the floor. It's hard to tell from this angle. I do get really deep on my squats. Like I've never had any trouble hitting depth. But I mean, you can't really, it's hard to tell that from this angle, but this is like way below parallel. My knees do cave in a little bit on the way up. It's never bothered me ever. I've never had any knee pain. My knees feel great. It's never caused any kind of, I don't know. I mean, only way I can just say, maybe it's just part of my anthropometry. Probably, I think I butchered that word. But, you know, if your knees cave in on a squat on the way down, that's a problem. If they kind of cave, they don't even necessarily cave, it's just that they like move inward. I guess that is caving, isn't it? Anyway, I'm rambling. I mean, I've seen Olympic weightlifters and people who hold world records. Like, there's some very successful Olympic weightlifters who have a little bit of knee cave on their squats, and it's fine. It's never bothered me. So I'm not like overly worried about it. I do try to minimize it. It's just kind of something that happens on its own. I don't know if I've just got some strong adductors and weak abductors. It's probably what it is, but yeah, I mean, my form on these, I'm very happy with this. I'm happy with how these squats look. This is my first work set of squats, by the way. This is, I want to say 250 or 255. I think it's 255. I think those are 5s on the end. Anyway, I finished up my squat. Well, no, actually, I take that back. I superset my squats with calf raises. So this just lets me save a little bit more time. I don't see any performance decreases between superset and the squats and calf raises, right? You're not really using your calves at all when you squat. You're not doing any, you're not using your quads or anything. You're doing calf raises, so there's no reason you can't do this here. The reason I do the calf raises like this, supersetted with squats, is because I don't want to put calves at the end of the workout and then skip them. So any guys out there that are like, man, I always skip abs and calves because I put them at the end. Well, put them in the middle of your workout. That way, it kind of gives you a break from doing your heavy stuff, and you can go back to doing some heavy stuff after you've already hit calves and that easier stuff. So yeah, that's calf raises, nothing super exciting. Once I finish up those supersets, I move on to hyperextensions. This is a really underrated exercise. This is great for working hamstrings, glutes, and especially your low back. I had been doing a lot of good mornings, and I decided I wanted to change it up a little bit here and do some hyperextensions because I hadn't done these in a while. I just wanted to see where I was at, but this is 100 pounds. Pretty sure those are 5. Yeah, that's 100 pounds. So if you haven't tried doing hyperextensions like this weighted, I mean, you can get a lot out of this exercise with just your own body weight, but if you haven't tried to add weight like this way by having the bar on your back or even holding the bar out in front of you, definitely give it a try. Because I'm decently strong at these. I try to lower myself down kind of slowly, like with control, obviously. I'm pretty sure I did this for pretty high reps. I think the last time I did it, I went up to 105. But yeah, super crazy low back pump doing these. Like, you do high reps with these, I step off of these and I feel like I gotta hold myself up a little bit because my low back is like cramping. It doesn't hurt, like it's not pain like I'm doing anything wrong, it's just the pump you get's kind of insane. I really feel it in my hamstrings too, because I mean, this is still a hip hinge movement, similar to good mornings. I mean, it's similar muscles worked, but it's just a little bit of a cool variation. Anyway, so now that that's finished, I superset this with some weighted decline crunches. So, trying to think if I had, yeah, I bring the kettlebell up behind my head. I'm not doing a lot of weight on these. I don't think I'm going to keep doing these because I've noticed every time I do these, like the further down I go, I feel like a little snapping, like kind of like a click in my right hip, and I don't like it. Like, it kind of hurts a little bit when it happens, and it seems like the lower down I go, the worse it gets. So there's other ab exercises I can do that don't cause that problem. So that's just an example of how sometimes an exercise that's great for somebody might not be right for you just because of how you're built, or you have something like that happens. Yeah, these felt fine. I mean, my abs were pretty sore the next day, but I just kind of had to cut it, like call it quits early just because of that clicking in my hip. That's why I'm not going down as far as I can. But anyway, I'm rambling. This was my part 2 of my full week of training vlog, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be on the lookout for some more videos. Check out my other videos if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.